Welcome to On the Rise podcast. I'm Matt Ricker here today with Maz Malik from the class of 2007, computer science, and 2010 MBA in management and international business. Maz, thank you very much for joining us today.
Well, thanks, Matthew. It's great to be here. I'm really excited to reconnect with IONA, share a bit about my journey and those early days here at IONA College at that time.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for coming. So let's talk a little bit about your education here at IONA. How would you categorize it, and what was your experience, and where did it lead you to where you are today?
I started back in 2003. I majored in computer science. I'll be honest, it was challenging in every possible way, but it was also fascinating and interesting. Classes, I can remember classes like data structures really pushed me, while courses like computer architecture fascinated me. Networking classes fascinated me. During that time, I was fortunate enough to work in an IT desktop position for a publishing company while I was at IONA. And later, I worked at Lehman Brothers before the financial crisis. It feels very weird talking about that because it was so long ago, but it doesn't feel that long ago. Those experiences showed me how technology drives business, and I didn't just want to work for a company. I wanted to start a company, and I wanted to start my own business. So that helped me give me direction. IONA started it all, and I took it from there.
That's great. And now, in terms of your career journey, you mentioned you interned at Lehman Brothers. So from that point on, how did you then develop, after graduation into, your own business that you have now?
Yeah. Work, computer systems, networks. And after working in IT for a few years, I didn't just want to support the businesses. I wanted to build my own. So about a year after finishing my bachelor's, I came back to IONA to finish my MBA. And that's what connected both my technical skills and for me to start my own business, and which helped me scale. And the MBA and coming back to IONA was the key part of being successful.
It makes it extra special to be a two-time alum.
Thank you. Yeah, I eventually started Maz Connect, which was the IT company. And then over time with the MBA under my belt, it helped me venture into other businesses. Gasoline industry, commodities. I've started companies. I have sold companies. And that's all with connecting the technical part at IONA with the business side of it.
Very cool. So in your experience, what are some common misconceptions people have about career advancement, and how can they overcome these misconceptions?
That's a really good question. I think one big misconception is that hard work guarantees success. Hard work matters, of course, but real advancement comes when you're strategic, when you understand how your organization works, and when you build relationships. And when you tie that all in, that's what matters. So hard work goes a long way, but you have to connect and understand how a company works. Another misconception is thinking that you need to have everything figured out right away, but you don't. The curiosity, the not knowing factor goes a long way, and you fit pieces in.
That's great advice, and that's why, here at IONA, we stress the importance of internships. So, students can try out something. Maybe, they'll love it. Maybe they won't, but that's how you learn. And so, what are your thoughts on internships?
I think internships are great. I got started at IONA with internships. At the publishing company, Also, there was a connection with an alumni that had offered internships at Lehman Brothers.
Okay.
And that's how I was able to get in and experience uh, IT and desktop support at a very big company.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So let's talk about the it factor. You've served in many roles throughout your career with plenty of opportunities to lead different teams of people. Have you noticed over time a particular it factor you think helps people stand out in the workplace or get ahead in their careers?
Absolutely. For me, the it factor is basically discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. And when I have mentored here at IONA last couple of years, that is one of the things I emphasize with the students. Basically, talent is great, but discipline creates consistency, and consistency builds credibility.
I like that.
And it's not about being the loudest and the smartest in the room. It is being the one who shows up,
Hmm.
who's prepared, who follows through, and does what they'll do.
That's great advice.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about the importance of networking. What role does networking play in career advancement? And do you have any tips for effective networking?
Sure. Networking is a game changer. And when I was at Iona, I thought that networking was intimidating. I was scared of it. I used to think, I had to offer something, and I was just a student. I didn't have much to offer except for just some computer science classes I had taken. But what I learned is that networking isn't about transactions. It's not transactional. It's about relationships. It's about being curious, listening, and connecting with people at a genuine level. People just want to know who you are, how you got to where you are, and that's how you build relationships.
Yeah.
And networking is great, and if I had to say something to the students now who I mentor, join clubs. Don't be afraid. Ask teachers questions, ask alumni. You never know where these relationships and the networking can lead you.
Right.
Not now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
Yeah. It's always important to plant that seed. You never know who you're going to meet at all different events, that involve networking.
Yes.
And, I always tell students it's always important to stay in touch with your professors because, some can be recently retired from the field and still know a bunch of people. And then there's others that, are currently working in the field and can give you a hand in career advancement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
So let's talk about the role about mentorship and how it plays in career development. How have you sought out mentors throughout your career journey?
When I was at Iona, there wasn't a formal, mentorship program.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wish there had been. Having a mentor back then would have saved me a few lessons early on, especially when I was trying to scale my IT business. I kind of hit a roadblock because I didn't know how to scale and how to take it to the next level. But with mentorship and the mentorship program, mentors could have shown me how to scale it, how to get it to the next level. So I think the mentorship program is great. Like, I'll give you an example. Even today, I actively seek out mentors for myself. It doesn't matter how far you go. There's always someone who can broaden your perspective.
Yeah.
Mentorship isn't just for beginners. It's for anyone who wants to keep growing. And even at this time and age, I was making a joke with Dr. Winkler. I said, I want to come back and take the AI courses just so I keep on learning.
Yeah.
And his response was, yes, you could sign up. It's right over.
You can sit in.
Yeah.
So what would you say one of the most rewarding parts about owning a business is?
It's It's the accountability, knowing that everything is on your shoulders and you're held accountable for everything that happens day to day, who you hire, how you deal with process, and it all has to come down to consistency.
Yeah.
And the better and the harder I stay consistent, the better everyone else will be in the company.
Great advice. So you have your MBA from here. What is the importance of getting an MBA? And for those currently pursuing it, what advice do you have for them?
I have to be honest, my MBA here at IONA was a turning point for me. It helped me connect the dots between the technical side and the business side. Understanding how departments interact, how leadership works, and how to make strategic decisions. Because every single day, I am required to make decisions that impact everybody in the company. And then I have to keep in mind how each departments work. So the MBA at IONA is what helped me connect all the dots. I knew early on that I didn't want to be completely technical, but I did like information technology. I did like that. And coming back and doing my MBA just proved it that business is where I need to be and what I want it to be.
Yeah.
And so I do it from choice. And it's satisfying every day.
That's great. So what would be your favorite memory here at Iona, or memories if you have multiple? And if you could do it all over again, what would there be anything that you'd like to change?
Yeah. So honestly, it's a sense of community. Iona was smaller back then, so professors really knew you, and that made a big difference. I remember long nights in the computer labs with classmates, helping each other get through tough projects. We were all sitting in labs and trying to figure out how to solve the problem, how to code, uh, and we would just get frustrated by the end of it. But if I could do it all over again, the only thing I would change is I would seek out mentorship earlier. Otherwise, I would relieve those moments exactly as they were.
That's great. Do you have a favorite course that you remember, either from the MBA program or for your undergraduate years?
Yes. So even though I think data structures and the computer science courses were hard, what sticks are two classes. My two favorite courses here at Iona were organizational behavior and operations management.
Okay.
They too taught me how business interact, how all the departments inside a business are formulated. And operations management taught me uh, how supply chain and how each and every business, doesn't matter what industry, uh, needs a strategic operation.
Yeah. That's great. I never had the opportunity to take those two courses, but they sound very interesting and
Yes.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, looking back, is there any advice you wish you had received earlier in your career that you'd like to pass along to our current students or even fellow alumni?
Yes. If I could go back, I would tell myself create structure early, stay disciplined, and trust the process.
I like that.
Just simple. The
Yeah.
simple it is, the better it is, and the more productive you will be.
Yeah.
It's easy to get impatient when you're ambitious, but success isn't built in one decision and one habit at a time.
That's great. That's great advice. So let's end with some content recommendations. Have there been any books or podcasts or any other content that you found helpful throughout your career?
Yeah, a couple of different things. I was never a big reader, uh, but I did like audiobooks. uh, and I think if anybody has a chance to read this one book that comes to mind, and a professor at Iona during my MBA recommended this to me, and I still remember it till this day. Again, I'm not a big reader at all, but there was a book called Body Languages,
Okay.
and uh, the professor recommended it. I went that night, I bought it. Probably took me about 3 years to read it. Not a big reader, but after I finished reading it, uh, everything it was put in perspective for me, and it all made sense.
That's great.
And how to lead people, how to lead meetings, how to be productive, how to interact with people. Every day, it's all about interactions,
Yeah.
right? And you just need to deal with different personalities every single day. The better you do it, the better you'll be.
Yeah. That's all. That sounds like a great book. I'll have to check that out.
Sure.
Well, Maz, thank you very much for joining us today on the On the Rise podcast, and I look forward to having you on again soon. Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. It's been an honor to be here and share how Iona shaped both my education and my career.
Yeah.
I hope my story helps inspire students and alumni.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And that's all we have today for On the Rise podcast. I'm Matt Ricker. We'll see you next time. Take care.